Mild spoilers: if you are one of those who wants to know sort of what to expect from the movie but don't want to get it completely spoiled, this is your review. After reviewing Little Mermaid 2, Return to the Sea, or whatever, I decided to watch it when I had a childhood flashback to a Little Mermaid sequel I remember liking as a kid but saw only once. I then remembered there was another sequel I had on VHS as a kid which I thought was the first Aladdin movie until I realized it wasn't, it was the third all along. This movie is a surprise because it was so good in terms of music, character dialogue and themes. The animation is really fluid and with great set and character designs, which is surprising knowing it had a Disney sequel level production. It surprisingly enhances the scenes, making them beautiful and eye-grabbing like the Vanishing Island or dark and scary like every scene in the Cave of the 40 Thieves. Also, the songs are surprisingly catchy and well written with great tunes and rhythm. The story falls under the average, story-inspired cliché that all Disney movies tend to fall into. Only this one uses potentially tone-shifting ideas. It isn't afraid of being tragic, greedy or dark when it needs to. With the incredible use of music score, animation and dialogue, some scenes are hypnotic and very mythical, like the legend of the King of Thieves at the beginning, the legend of Midas' hand, the consequences of others having found it, and the legend of the Vanishing Island. And the genie, holy. It is insane. I really love him in this movie. It has the same personality, magic and traits as in the first one, and chapeau to the creative team for that. Actually, chapeau to all the creative team, the people in charge of character and setting design, story and subplots, because people, this was good. I do not regret the rating I gave it and it won't change my mind. I know it has flaws, but it is mostly due to the trend these movies had back then and the low budget it had. I highly recommend you watch it, if not for the Aladdin sequel mojo, for the adventure and music that it has, which is top notch. I prefer this over big budgeted, original ideas, dumbass movies like Boss Baby or the Emoji Movie, any freaking day. I was never a fan of the original Aladdin movie and I just happened to catch this movie on TV on a slow night. I wasn't expecting too much from the film, but did find the story about Aladdin finally getting to marry Princess Jasmine only to find the wedding being disrupted by the 40 Thieves a bit intriguing. The animation wasn't the best, but was serviceable. Robin Williams returned to voice the genie and gave, as I remembered, a less than annoying and less American culture cliché portrayal than in the first movie. The songs were okay, not as catchy as the ones in the first film. But, the plot was a tad more exciting due to more exciting sequences and the incorporation of the Midas storyline. Other than that, however, it's not one of the better Disney movies out there, and if I would randomly select a Disney movie to put on for guests, it wouldn't be this one. I just find the movie to be a tad boring and find it better suited for little kids.